partner, check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He's going to keep this again. A nice little and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks at 6-5 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Shifts by him, and some room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Blanton. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us ending with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Watson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Blanton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off play action. Blanton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, it's James. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Herbert. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Blanton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Blanton. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw. Blanton. Forced it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here we go on fourth. Herbert, he'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle, and we talk. I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said.
on it. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.